Hey, NOBTS Leavell College. I hope you're doing well today. It's a delight to speak with you here in the middle of the summer as we're wrapping up our July classes and getting ready for the fall. There's lots of questions about that, and so I just want to speak to you for a few moments and give you the updates that we have right now, and then of course we'll keep you posted as things develop. First of all, let me just remind you that as you saw last year, we were pushing you the whole year with the +3 challenge. Essentially what we want to encourage you to do, if at all possible, is take one extra class this year. You wouldn't believe it, but believe it or not, statistically speaking, the odds that you have of completing your program when you take an appropriate number of hours is much, much higher in your favor. And so out of concern, we just want to see our students actually finishing their programs, what they came here to do, and then getting to the ministries that God has called them to. So we want to encourage you to take an appropriate number of hours to complete your degree program on time, because you are statistically far more likely to finish if you do that. So remember the +3 challenge as you're enrolling for your classes for the fall. Now, let me just say something about some of the logistics related to the fall. We have a plan in place. We've put that plan out. Obviously, numbers continue to change here in this state and around the country about that. We watch that diligently. We listen to our mayor, we listen to our governor, and all the other officials that pertain to this. And as of right now, our plan is still moving forward. We have our classes capped in the number of seats that we have in those classes. We're wearing masks in classes. We're cleaning between classes. But we're also altering some of the big, large events that we normally have. So, for example, we're rethinking through our chapel plan right now. We're looking at other venues and other opportunities that we would have during the semester to have some moments where we could just encourage spiritual formation instead of doing regular chapel schedule and chapel meetings. We'll communicate with you as soon as we finalize those details. We normally will have a back-to-school picnic or a party on the 18th. It was scheduled for the 18th under normal circumstances. We'd have a big time here in the HSC and some other things. But what we're going to do on the 18th instead is we're going to go back to our front yard picnics. We're going to provide a meal for everybody. We're going to ask you to sign up for that at the appropriate time, and you'll be able to celebrate the beginning of school. We'll just go back to doing what we were doing in the spring, where we had lots of fun doing that. We're going to look to add a few other little twists to that so that we can encourage folks. I want to encourage you to be on the lookout for an email from our institution sometime in the next day or two. That email is going to help you sign up for text updates. And so we're in that time of year where hurricanes are always possible. We want to be able to communicate with you if there's any emergencies of that nature. Also, if any updates or changes come with COVID, we want the opportunity to communicate with you for that. So look for that email, and then make sure that you are signed up to get the text notifications when and if those types of updates come. Now, as we transition back into a semester and more people are beginning to come back to campus right now, let me just remind you of what we will do if we do have some COVID cases on campus. We have had a few of those over the last 5 months, and when that happens, we communicate with you to let you know that there's something on campus. We obviously can't say who that person is, but we will notify you when there are places or people that have that on campus. And you need to know that when that happens, we have measures in place, and we've been able to execute that every time to make sure that appropriate isolation is taking place in those cases. And so we'll communicate with you if and when those situations do arise. Let me just mention this to you, and you're going to get some more information from us about this. There's a couple changes with registration that I want to put on your radar and I want to speak to you about. First of all, workshop registration will be done differently this time and from here forward than it has been in the past. It used to be that you would sign up for your fall or your spring classes, and then at some point later you would sign up for workshop classes. Now actually you need to enroll for workshop classes with regular enrollment as well. Think about it, those workshop classes were already in one of those semesters anyway. So you want to sign up for your workshop class at the same time you sign up for all the rest of your classes that are going to be happening during that semester. So as you're signing up for classes, remember to go ahead and sign up for workshop classes as well if you're interested in doing that. The second thing I want to mention to you about registration is we're changing the way we're doing hybrids here. It used to be that for a hybrid, there were multiple weekends involved where you would do some stuff online, but you would come multiple times throughout the semester to take courses on campus here or to be here for the hybrid times. And that proves to be not feasible for a lot of students, because a lot of students can come 1, maybe 2 times, but they can't come 4 times in a semester. So the way we're doing hybrids now is that the bulk of this will be done online. Lecture delivery will be done online. Quizzing, exams, all of those things will be done online. And you come to campus one weekend for 2 days for 16 hours for Q&A with your faculty members. So if you're at an extension center, if you are doing your education remotely in some way, mostly online, these are great options for you. Let me just say it to you this way. You have the flexibility of online, so you can stay where you're at, but then for one weekend, you and perhaps your spouse can come to campus and have a weekend on campus with the faculty member that you're taking classes with, but then also have an evening in New Orleans and eat some of the best food in the entire world. And so make sure that you sign up for those hybrid classes. That also happens during regular registration, and you want to have your eye out for that as you're registering. Just one more thing real quick, and I'm excited to mention this one to you. You remember back in the summer, we launched that Bridge campaign, which was designed to help you take classes this summer. We were able to give out over $400,000 because our donors and our alumni, our trustees, our faculty all stepped in to support you as you took your classes this summer. We were grateful to God for that. Well, they've done it again, and we now have Bridge 2.0 that I'm officially saying to you right now. There's extra money over and above the monies you've already applied for, and in addition to those monies. This will be a separate application. You need to make sure that you fill that out. You won't qualify for it unless you do that. But Bridge 2.0 is now available for you. And so as you think about that extra class, as you think about your fall semester, as you're registering for classes now, you want to go to our website on financial aid. You want to see the link there for Bridge 2.0. You want to fill out that application as well. And once again, you can qualify for up to 50% of the tuition. That's the tuition, not the fees and other things, but up to 50% of the tuition of the course that you apply that for, you can get. And so Bridge 2.0 is available now. You want to fill out that application and make sure that you take advantage of that. As always, we labor here every day to help you, to serve you, and to do everything we can to make your pathway straight and easy so that you can prepare to serve Christ wherever it is that He's taking you. Remember to be faithful to Him. Remember, especially in these trying times, to stay close to Him, to commune with Him, to worship Him, to love Him, and to be filled by Him, because this world desperately needs you to show them the love of Jesus Christ. We love you, we're proud of you, and we cannot wait to serve you again and be with you again this fall. We'll see you soon.